Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak.
Kevin Horan is here with us live. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Oh, let me turn you up a little bit here. Let me get you a little louder.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
Welcome. This is your first time at the new digs.
Yes, it is. Yep. Last time I was with you guys was over on Elm Street, up on that building upstairs.
Yeah, isn't this nicer?
It is. It's very cool.
Everything's new and clean, and you can tell, like, when you look at the outside of the building, you know what's inside it.
Yeah. So this was an old bus station.
This used to be the bus station. Yep.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool.
No, we love it here. What's nice too is, because the old station, I mentioned the name being on the building because at the old location, same station, the old location, I should be more precise, you wouldn't know. Like if you were on Elm Street looking up, you'd never know there was a radio station in the building.
It was above Margaritas.
Yeah. Third floor Margaritas.
One thing I liked about that was that I remember I came on one time and it was like a nice, beautiful summer evening or spring day or something, and the windows were open or something. You could just hear all the action outside. It was kind of cool.
That part I kind of miss. Yeah. But everything else is just so much nicer here. So
I just drank from a water fountain for the first time in since I was 12.
Yeah. I love that single Drift. Did that just come out? Is that brand new, or how new is that?
It came out a couple weeks ago. It's actually the title track off the upcoming album.
Okay.
It's my first ever solo album.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. When you were on the show before, how many times is this your third time or second time on the show? I feel like it's your third.
It would have been three.
It would have been three. Oh, do you want to tell the story of?
I have to. I have an apology to make as I'm sitting right here before you both. So I think it was about a year and a half ago. I was booked. I was supposed to be on, and my wife and I had actually just moved to our house in Concord. And I remember that specifically because the house was, you know how it is when you move, it's chaos. There's boxes all over the place. And everything. And as musicians tend to do, we're running late. So I got up that morning and I'm like, all frenzied looking for I'm not the type of guy, I'm a lot of things, but I'm not the type of guy that usually loses my keys. But for whatever reason, this morning that I'm supposed to be on a radio show, I can't find my keys. I'm looking through all the boxes and tearing them apart. And my neighbors, I don't think, talked to us for 6 months because they probably heard this psycho going crazy, like, oh! And then I'm like, well, I definitely wouldn't have locked them in my car. And then I go out to the driveway, and there they are sitting right on the front passenger seat of my car. Oh. And I'm thinking, okay, at this point, I know I got to cancel.
Yeah.
What lie do I come up with to tell them to avoid telling them that I locked that? It's like, hey, Frank, I can't be into work because I locked. Oh, yeah, no big deal. But like, hey, I can't be on your radio show because I'm an idiot. So anyway, yes, I locked Jen was lovely about it, but I locked my keys in my car and had to miss being on a radio show.
Oh yeah. But so you realized they were in your car after you'd already torn everything else apart looking for them?
So the whole house is torn apart. My neighbors think I'm crazy, and then and then there they are sitting on the passenger seat of my car. And I had to call AAA to come open my door.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. You didn't have a spare key anywhere?
No, a grown adult. Where's your spare key? No big deal. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do I call this one in?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I have a quick key story. I once threw a set of car keys into a dumpster by mistake.
Yeah,
I was living in an apartment complex in Concord at the time, and I was on my way out the door, and I was in a big hurry, and I'd left. I was running late. It's always running late, right?
Yeah.
So I had a bag of garbage next to the door that I was going to take to the dumpster on my way out. So I'm in a hurry. So I grab my car keys and my house keys. They're all in one key ring. I grab them with my right hand, and I'm in a big hurry, and I'm running out the door, and I'm like, oh, I got to grab that bag of garbage. And with the same hand, I grabbed the bag of garbage, and I was in such a hurry that somehow, once I got outside, on my way to my car, I was like, oh, I got to throw this bag of garbage away, and I managed to forget that in the same hand, I'm also holding my keys, and I remember hurling the garbage bag into the dumpster, and just kind of, it was like, everything was moving in slow motion for a moment because it's like I'm watching the garbage bag sail into the dumpster, and I'm also watching my keys sailing into that dumpster, and it's like no, slow motion. Yeah, and sure enough, So there was one lucky thing about it though. believe it or not, there was actually a lucky thing in the story. The dumpster had been emptied that morning. The truck had come to empty the dumpster. So when I ran over and I looked in, I could see the garbage bag, and my keys were sitting right on top of the garbage bag I just thrown into it.
That's lucky.
Still had to climb in and get the keys, but at least
didn't have to dive through everybody's garbage.
That would have been horrible. That would have been horrible. But no. But anyway, we're very happy that you're here. I listened to the tracks that you sent. I love them all.
Thank you.
Drift, fantastic single. You said it's coming out on the new album. Coming up?
Yep. That's on the new album. It's actually the title of the album is
Okay.
Drift.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when is that?
That comes out streaming everywhere Friday, June 27th.
Okay.
So that comes out the 27th, and then we're doing a big show at B&H Stage in Concord the next night on June 28th to celebrate.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you can get your tickets online. I think it's the Concord Capitol Center for the Arts website.
Okay.
And then my Facebook, all that, I'm always advertising. So
is that the show Cosmic Blossom is on with you?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, you just played the world premiere of the Cosmic Blossom song. Yes,
yep, take your time.
That's my friends there. They're gonna join us. Actually, a couple guys from Cosmic Blossom are gonna play with me as well. So Gary Smith, who's the bass player, he's gonna play bass with us. Brad De Palma's playing guitar with us.
Excellent.
And then we got a few other guys joining us.
That's really cool. I always say about Gary, he's one of the most talented and busiest musicians I know.
Moly, yeah. I always, I think I'm busy, and then I look at that guy's schedule, and it's like, jeez, dude.
Yeah.
He's just always out. He's always out doing it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And he's in, like, those guys are all in, like, 10 bands.
Oh, yeah. So, Of course. No, that's great. Now, so why is this, why now to do an album? You mentioned this is your first solo album?
It is, yeah. That's a great question. I had been in a band, the Stone Road Band. We were a band.
We played, when we were on afternoons, I used to always play Breakdown. I love that song.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, man. That's actually, that was one of our favorites. I used to live down in Providence, Rhode Island, and we started the band down there, and we were together a few years, and we put out a couple things, and then, like everybody, the world shut down and COVID, and then we were all kind of scattered at that point. And it was kind of harder and harder to get together. And eventually we just got to the point where we disbanded on good terms, but I kept it going. And then I decided to become a musician for a living. And I guess it just got to a point where I was out playing. I play all the time. Almost every weekend I'm out playing somewhere. And, I got my sign with my scan code on it, and you're trying to promote yourself. And I kept, at this point, it had been a couple of years since we had even been a band, and I had no music with my name on it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I wrote the Stone Road Band songs, but, I'm telling people like, hey, scan this code, go look up the Stone Road Band, who's not a band anymore, and blah, blah, blah. So it just kind of started from the feeling of needing something with my name on it. So it was just going to start as like a 4 or 5 song EP.
Yeah.
That I was just going to record in my attic.
Yeah.
And then I started working with the producer that I was working with, and we put together the first single. I mean, I thought this thing was going to be out like a year ago.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be like an EP. And, so I released the first single, Anything, February. It was like the week before my daughter was born.
Oh, wow.
I wanted it to come out. But but when he sent that song back to me, I'd started recording on all the other ones, but when he sent me that one, I was like, holy moly. I couldn't believe what he had done with it.
Yeah.
And it sounded really good. So I just thought, maybe I could keep going with I recorded this in my attic, and he made it sound like that. So I just started adding songs, and it became a full-blown, it was supposed to be 12, but now 10-song record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
That was the longest answer ever. I'm sorry.
No, that's great. No, we have the time, and I'm very interested. Do you find it more satisfying now? Because you mentioned, you talked about the Stone Road Band. Is it more satisfying being a solo artist?
I miss those guys.
Do you?
I always
one of them's your brother, right? Your brother
he's my cousin.
Cousin.
He may as well be
the guitar player.
Yeah. Mike.
Because I remember talking about him because his solo on Breakdown is makes the song. It's so good.
So luckily they all show up on the record.
Cool. That's awesome.
So
good.
we had actually the first song on the album is called "Friend of the Fire," and that's one of my favorite songs I've ever written.
Yeah.
We had recorded a live album, which that landed on. But it was live, and I always wanted like that proper studio, what I heard in my head to come alive. And we had done, it originally wasn't going to be on the album, but I was looking to fill a little bit more space and kind of, the album actually tells a story from start to finish.
Okay.
And that landed as a great start. And anyway, I was kind of listening on my iPhone and on shuffle, and this old demo that we had done of the song came up. And I'm like, man, I know what my producer's capable of. I wonder if, because then Deanna Fielding in the Coop Studios in New York, I was like, I wonder if I sent this to her, if she could kind of clean it up a little bit and do something with it. So actually, the first song of the album is the Stone Road Band.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a song called Brutus.
I remember playing that one on the radio too.
Yeah. That was again another one that we had done live, but we never recorded in the studio.
Yeah.
And so my cousin, he's on that one, and then our bass player Phil's on that one.
Oh, cool.
And I play the drums, but
yeah.
So there's a little bit of Stone Road Band action on the album, and like little nods to that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You mentioned too, you're playing out a lot. You're pretty busy.
Yeah.
What like are you playing these songs like that are on the album, or are these the songs that you're playing live, or do you mix in covers, or like what's the live situation like?
Well, I do a lot of breweries and restaurants and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm lucky, and I think what's amazing about the brewery scene is that they're looking for something different.
Yeah.
And they really encourage artists like myself to come in and do our thing. And so I do, I know where I'm playing. So I do a lot of covers.
Yeah.
But I do try to mix in some of these songs as I go. And it's a great community around here. Everybody's always very super supportive and like, oh, it's really cool to hear original music. And, all my friends at like Great North.
Yeah. And, Great North Ale Works. Yeah.
And I looked over at Jen because her son Jesse works at Great North.
Yeah. And he's a talented musician in his own right.
He's also a talented, great singer. And
yes,
Jesse,
he is.
I have to shout Jesse out. I play all over southern New Hampshire. I play in Maine. I've played in Vermont, Mass, all over New England. No place do I play that Jesse is always standing, like at this point he's like standing at the door when I get there.
Yeah.
And he's always there to help me bring my stuff in.
Oh, that's really cool.
No place I go does anybody do that. He always, hey man, he doesn't even ask anymore. He just meets me at the door and starts bringing all my stuff in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
It's a little story about your boy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's a good guy.
Yes, he's great. He's great.
Absolutely. Where have you been? Do you get out of the area a lot for shows? Have you been?
I go up to Maine every now and then. There's a great distillery called Wild Bevy Distillery up in Wells, Maine that I play.
Yeah.
Every couple of months or so. A lot of New Hampshire these days. I do.
It seems like there's enough venues here now.
Totally.
That you don't need to necessarily go far, right?
Yeah.
To stay busy, you can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, there's how many breweries are there around the area? I mean, there's one like it's like Dunkin' Donuts now.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't like that 10 years ago, was it?
No, it was not.
Yeah.
And I think I think it's actually made it. It's a really nice thing for guys like myself who I'm 43. You wouldn't think that. I used to work in like corporate America, did all that stuff. And almost 40 years old, I decided to stop and do this.
Yeah.
And I got to say, if the brewery scene and all that wasn't in existence, I don't know. Because I can play on a Saturday at 4 p.m. and be home. My wife, my family, my daughter comes out. And, so it's nice. It's not like I have to be out until 2-3 in the morning playing for $5 at some scummy bar.
Right? Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Well, I think we should play another studio track.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'll let you choose which one we play next.
What do we got?
So you sent me Turning Point, Small Talk, Strange Places, and of course Drift. We already played.
Let's do Strange Places.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is we'll play this, and while this is playing, if you want to grab your guitar, and then we'll come back, chat a little bit, and maybe you can play something live for us if that sounds good.
Awesome.
All right. Very good. So if you're just joining us, we have Kevin Horan here with us in studio, and we're going to give this a spin. This is another track from his upcoming album, and the album is called Drift, correct?
Correct.
Okay, this is from the upcoming album Drift, and this is called Strange Places.
tighter till it feels right. Make it harder than we need to. And now it's all gone wrong. Let's take the fall. It's time to break out all our secrets. And now we'll see ourselves and draw some of the dots between the lines. It seems when our life changes, mistakes stay safely in the comfort of the space they live. So if the fight can't hate us and the worst can't take us, will a broken record break us in? Hold tight, gonna get it right now. The end is just the first to make you feel alright. Hold on, somehow there's reason to believe that we'll come breaking out. The strangest place to be is when it all comes down. All come down. So in and out now, we breathe together 'cause we're nervous. Now we're sending out a rescue. Will someone please just take the call? Because it feels like sometime soon we'll lose control. Oh yeah. Look around if you can find it. Let me know. Alright. Hold tight. Gonna get it right now. The end is just the first to make you feel alright. Hold on. Somehow there's reason to believe that we'll come breaking out. The strangest place to be is when it all comes down. Oh, it all comes down. Oh, no, come on down. It all comes down. Get it right now.
Oh, that is so good. I love that. Strange Places. That is Kevin Horan, and he is here with us live in studio. Strange Places, of course, from the upcoming album Drift. And Kevin has he's got his guitar in his hand. Oh, let me get that mic back on there.
Yo.
Let's see. And let me turn up that guitar a little bit here. Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds nice. Kevin's going to play something live for us. What are you going to play?
So this is a song called Turning Point. It will also be on the album.
Okay.
All right. Good?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Let's see if I remember the words to this thing. I got to learn the words to my songs at some point. Pardon me, I just lost you to something else that was on my mind. Yesterday felt the same, but a little bit closer to the end of the line. If you want, you can wait and see the outcome and what's to find. Just you wait, is the turning point now, when we'll go in your mind. Any way that you want to spin, ahead, settle in and get ready to give it away. Now let yourself fade. It's all gonna change. Breathing deep, hold it still. As you let it out, get it out. Maybe you should rest for a while. Feels awake, all it takes is to let it know that somehow it's on your side. There's no fate worse than death to the poison that burns its way through your mind. Just you wait, it's the turning point now when you're going for a ride. Any way that you wanna spin, well, I'll take you round and round again. Can't get out if you never go in. Oh, well, yeah. Up and down, in and out, let's begin. Ooh, go ahead, settle in and get ready to give it away. Now let yourself fade. It's all gonna change, yeah. Ooh. Any way that you wanna spin, well, I'll take you round and round again. Oh, can't get out if you never go in. Ooh, up and down, in and out, let's begin. Go ahead, settle in and get ready to give it away. Now let yourself fade. It's all gonna change. Thank you.
Bravo. Kevin Horan is here with us, live in studio. And that sounded fantastic. That's called Turning Point?
Yes.
All right. Very, very cool. We were also talking about playing this track, Cecilia. Maybe we'll give this a spin.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we'll come back and talk some more. You want to tell us about this?
So my daughter, who is 15 months old this week, her name is Cecilia. And we did not do that on purpose because of the song, but obviously there's a pretty well-known song that she shares that name with. So anytime we mentioned it, all we heard thrown back at us is Cecilia,
Yeah.
Cecilia. But the first night that we were home, my wife was upstairs sleeping and getting some much-needed rest, and I was downstairs holding her, like this wonderful moment of like, oh my gosh, I'm a dad. This is my baby girl, and I'm like, all right, here's the moment. I'm gonna sing her Cecilia for the first time.
Oh,
and
wow.
try to get her to sleep, and I start singing it. I'm like, getting all watery-eyed and teary-eyed, and then I got to the first verse, making love in the afternoon to Cecilia and my. I'm like, whoa,
Right.
no, abort! I can't sing that to my kid.
That's awkward.
So so I as she fell asleep, I grabbed a pen and started rewriting the lyrics to Cecilia.
Yeah.
So this is my version that we sing to her at our house.
All right. Very good. This is Cecilia, Kevin Horan.
Cecilia, you've taken my heart.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That is Cecilia.
My baby girl just made her radio debut. That's her at the end.
Yes. Kevin and Cecilia Horan.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. If you are just joining us, Kevin Horan is here with us live in studio. And no, that's really cool. Is that going to be on the album or?
No. I just put that out as a one-off single a few months ago for fun. We actually, I included a link with it to try to raise a little money for March of Dimes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yep.
You also mentioned too, Gary Smith. You were mentioning off air. Gary Smith is on bass on that.
He's playing bass on that. That song I recorded in my basement, and a lot of it I recorded the night before we actually went into the studio with it.
Yeah.
And it sounded like chicken scratch. And then, so Gary set me up with Pete Peliquin. He's out in Brookline.
That's a name that comes up on the show a lot.
Yeah. He was awesome. We just spent an afternoon over there.
Yeah.
Really cool studio. I think Cosmic Blossom has done a bunch of stuff with them.
Okay.
Gary's other band, Fox and the Flamingos.
Oh, love them.
Has done some stuff with them. He did an amazing, I mean, if you listened to what that sounded like, driving to his studio, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be awful.
Really? Yeah.
Just like, he made it sound fantastic. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of that one. That's
really
fun
cool.
to do.
That's really cool. In terms of your voice, I mean, do you get compared to, like, you remind me of Cat Stevens a lot.
I've heard that a couple times.
Yeah.
I hear a few things once in a while.
Yeah, because you have an unusual voice. There's not many people who sound like you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Thanks.
Like who else? Is there anyone else other people kind of compare you to, or is there anyone you think you sound like?
I'm a huge Dave Matthews fan, so I think at the very least my guitar style gets compared.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say you're a much better singer than he is. No, not a knock on him. He's a good he's a good enough singer, but you're a much better singer than he is. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a drummer originally, so his percussive guitar style really connects with me.
That makes sense. I can hear that. Yeah.
But yes, so I think in the early days maybe I got a little of that, but I kind of worked my way further, tried to further myself from that. But I've heard the guy from Kings of Leon.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Cat Stevens a couple times. I don't know. I don't know who else. Maybe I don't know who I sound like. Other than myself.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So remind us. So the album comes out. Is it in June?
Friday, June 27th.
And then, so it'll be on all the streaming platforms, obviously.
Yes.
Are you also doing physical CDs?
I'm working on that. I really, really, really wanted to do the vinyl thing.
No kidding.
But it just, like,
it's expensive for one thing.
That, and it just, like, the production took a little longer to get it right. I wanted it to sound as perfect as I possibly could. I don't know. I might never ever do this again. So I wanted to get it right. So we took a lot of time. I mean, we just wrapped on production of the album about a week ago.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Like I just got all the final mixes like a week or so ago. So it's official. It's done. So it'll be on streaming platforms. I think for the record release party, I'm calling it a record, but probably at least have some CDs.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a subject that's come up a lot on the show, especially lately, is physical media and how, I always say, like, if you go back 7 or 8 years, I've been doing this a long time, but if you go back 7 or 8 years, maybe even a little longer, there was a period where like no one was doing CDs, like no one that we had on the show. It was all about Spotify and everything, and no one was bothering. It was like the attitude was CDs are dead, and then but over the past several years, there's kind of been a resurgence there with physical media.
Yeah, it seems that way. I always looked at it as, so when the Stone Road Band was still rocking, our first album we put on CD.
Yeah.
And that was about, I think that was 2019.
Okay.
And we kind of had that war of like, should we do it? Should we even, whatever, but like, again, as I went off on my own, I just brought those CDs with me. I mean, those people would drop $10, $5, whatever. I didn't care. Just take them. But I looked at them as like, whether you have a CD player or not, you got all my information. You got all the songs.
Right.
It's like, to me, it's like a business card, but
right. Yeah.
But I love physical media. So
yeah. And with vinyl, and actually, we were talking about this was with one of our guests on the show earlier, that the guys from the band, the Forensics, we were talking about how, most people who buy vinyl probably don't even ever open it. If you're really a fan of an artist, you're just buying it to support them and it's cool to have, or maybe you open it, but you mount the the artwork on the wall or something, you know?
Yeah. I'm I really wanted to do vinyl because I have three brothers. We're all vinyl guys. We do like vinyl exchanges at Christmas and stuff.
Oh, nice.
And I got a lot of friends that have really gotten into that trend of the vinyl thing, and we're really into it at our house. And but yeah, it's just, you do. I mean, I recorded most of this record and album by myself, so I'm just trying to be like, at least I did that. Yeah, I got it done.
Yeah, so. No, it everything sounds great.
Thank you.
So are all the tracks on the album? Were they all you recorded on your own and then took them to Pete Peliquin, or?
So Pete did that one song. I had no intention of doing anything with Cecilia. That was just something I thought maybe I'd record for her birthday or something like that. Okay. And then it just kind of and then Gary and I, he helped me. Like I said, he's playing with us at the record release show. So we've kind of buddied up, and he was like, hey, if you ever need any help, I got this guy Pete. And I was like, well, I have this one song that I've been kind of tooling with, and it's a cover, but sort of a cover, and it'd be kind of cool to have that out there for my daughter one day to go back and listen to. But no, it's so. Like I said, when I started doing this, I just wanted to do like a little 4-track, 5-track EP. Yeah. When I was in the Stone Road band, we had done an EP. And our bass player, who's in a band with some guys out of New York and Connecticut, one of those guys has a studio called the Coop Studio in Irvington, New York. Okay. And he worked on our final EP. And when I went to go do this, because we recorded all that from our house during COVID. I mean, he made that sound great, so he's the guy. So I reached out to him. He did the first single, Anything, and then his schedule just got crammed, and so he turned me over to somebody that worked in his studio, Deanna Fielding. Okay. And she did basically most of the record. Okay. Gary Smith did do the last song. Okay. Called Everything. He mixed and mastered that song. He played on it. He played some keys and electric guitar. But Deanna did all the other tracks. She mixed them, mastered them. She helped me produce it. Yeah. She actually sang Strange Places. That's her doing the background vocals.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Another song we'll play in a little while is called Small Talk. That's her doing the lead female vocal on, which ripped. I was blown away when I heard her vocal take on it. But so it was all done. Me here in New Hampshire recording, and then her in Irvington, New York. Just I'd send her files, and she'd do all the stuff, send it back to me. I had some help from some friends on that last song. Zach Sweetser plays keys. Okay. Like I said, Gary Smith made an appearance. The Stone Road Band made an appearance. Deanna helped out, and then my friend Paul Nelson, who's a local guy, he helped me record the vocals to Drift. And I think the acoustic guitar, a couple things. So it was a little bit of, but I'd say 80% of it I did in my attic.
No kidding.
And then before my daughter was born, and then I moved to the basement after my daughter was born.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why the move from the attic to the basement?
Because the attic's directly above her bedroom.
Gotcha. I thought that might be the case. Yeah.
You got to keep that baby sleeping.
Do you want to play? You want to play one more live one, and then we'll.
Yeah, let's. So I have a very special song to sing today. Okay. And I think they're listening out there.
Actually, before you go any further, we do have some people in the chat room. This might answer that question. Yeah. Let's see. I see Carrie Gemini.
Oh my gosh, that's my cousin.
Okay. Carrie says Mike Horan, so much cousin talent. So there you go.
He is.
Also, Sandy Walsh is in there and says, so cool.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, Sandy, I see you always sharing my stuff. Sandy's awesome. I used to work with her. I mentioned Jen and I were talking earlier. I used to work at Mastercola Elementary School down in Merrimack, and she and I worked together there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, very cool.
Very cool.
Let's see. Sunset Radio in the chat room. They are in Ireland.
Oh, wow.
And supporters of the program. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Very cool. Absolutely. Love Ireland.
All right, I interrupted your story. I just wanted to. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm very.
Interrupt me anytime you need to, man. I know I'm winded, dude. I have a very special song to perform today for two very special guys. When I leave here today, I got to go celebrate my nephews, Rory, who's 3, and Tyler, who's 5. They're brothers. They're my brother Sean's boys, and their birthdays are close, so we're having a little dual birthday today. Quick story. So Tyler, who's 5,
who is listening, by the way.
Awesome.
Sorry to interrupt you again. Sean Timothy Horan in the chat room says, we are listening to the live stream, and Tyler is listening.
Sean, who's always in my corner. Tyler, who is 5, has a very serious girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
He's 5.
Wow, precocious.
And they've been together for 2 years.
Wow.
He's 5, and they have like kind of a Benifer situation going on. It's a very serious relationship. I think I just dated myself with that reference.
Wow.
But I mentioned that because recently my brother was sharing with us about how Tyler came up to him and said, hey, "Daddy," as kids ask funny questions. "Daddy, when you grow up, do you want to be a singer like Uncle Kev?" Oh, after my heart.
Yeah.
And my brother said, "Well, no, but do you want to be a singer when you grow up?" And he said, "No, I am going to be an astronaut because my girlfriend is going to be a star and I have to fly to outer space to see her."
Oh.
He's 5.
Wow.
I'm like, I've been writing songs for years. I don't think I could write a line that good. So
Wow.
I kind of jokingly said, hey, the next song I write is going to be called Rocket Ship. And then the next thing I knew, I spent the whole weekend looking up pulsars and quasars and constellations and all sorts of fun space stuff. And I had a blast writing this song. So this song is called Rocket Ship, as promised. And I got to look at the words here because I'm still learning it. It's only a couple weeks old.
Okay.
But,
hot off the press.
hot off the press. We'll do this. All right. So this is Tyler. As I promised you, buddy, this is Rocket Ship. Can I start that over? That was horrible. I'm so sorry. I've never done that before.
That's okay. It sounded good to me, but I've never heard the song
I played the wrong
before.
chord. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
Try again, Kev. It's 11:30 in the morning, man.
Take 2.
If I could blast off in my rocket ship to bring me next to you, my favorite star against the black, well, I'll fly out past the moon. Our universe expanding, always bigger than before. I'll be your favorite astronaut, blast away and go explore with you. Whoa, with you. The space between these planets could never be enough. All this energy between us starts with particles and dust. Light years try to do their best to keep us far away, but every night I'm looking up and feeling time between the day. Well, I'm lost in outer space with you, never coming back. The view is just fine from here. No one can tell us what to do. With every galaxy we find, it's clear. Comets, asteroids, constellations, pulsars, waving radiation. Nothing but the two of us aboard my rocket ship. Just me and you. Just me and you. No gravity to keep us down. Out here we feel secure. There's all the space in front of us that no one's seen before. Let's tail out across the universe on any given day and tie ourselves together and we'll ride the solar waves. I'm lost in outer space with you, never going back. Oh, I'm staying here. So much out there that we can do. With all the space and time, it's clear. Supernovas, lunar spheres, I'm way beyond my atmosphere. Nothing but the two of us aboard my rocket ship. 3, 2, 1, lift off, let's go. Hey Houston, I'm never coming home. Going farther than you know, discovering a world beyond my own. No more communication out here in my own space station. I'm lost in outer space with you. All my future's in the stars and now I'm here. There's so much out there we can do. Oh, with every galaxy we find it's clear. Comets, asteroids, constellations, quasars, pulsars, radiation, supernovas, lunar spheres, way beyond my atmospheres, and all this space and all this time. Nothing left out here to find, because it's just the two of us aboard my rocket ship. Just me and you. Just me and you. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fantastic.
I love that.
Oh,
What
thank
is-
you very much.
So that's called Rocket Ship?
That is called Rocket Ship.
Rocket
That is
Ship.
so awesome.
Thank you. I've fallen in love with that song quite a bit, and I actually get kind of teary-eyed because I'm picturing my sweet 5-year-old nephew out in outer space in a spacesuit with his little buddy.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Rory and Tyler. Love you guys.
Sandy Walsh in the chat room says ideas come from everywhere.
Yes, they do, even from outer space.
Yes. No, that is very cool.
Thanks very much.
If you are just joining us, Kevin Horan is here with us live in studio, and yeah, what a great song.
Thank you.
Where are you for people listening live on Saturday? Where are you playing this weekend? Do you have shows this weekend? Or?
I actually have the weekend off.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just today. This is it.
yeah.
So you're seeing it.
Oh, wow.
Where am I? What is next week? I'm at. I think I'm at the Bookery
Oh, okay.
on Elm Street.
Cool.
They're doing something new there, so
Good.
I think I'm there next Saturday. But really, the big one that I got to keep plugging is that big show at B&H Stage on Saturday, June 28th.
Yes.
To celebrate the album release. Tickets are available. They're $18. $18 whole dollars.
Very good. Very good. We have time to do. Let's play another studio track. Oh, we didn't play Small Talk yet, did
Ooh,
we?
Yeah, that's like I said, that's the producer on the record, Deanna, sings on this track, and I think she sings quite beautifully.
Yeah, I really like this one a lot too. And then, so we'll give this a spin, and then we'll come back and talk a little more. But yes, Kevin Horan is here with us live in studio, sounding amazing. Small Talk, Kevin Horan. Here we go.
I got feelings too, and it hurts when they break. Any way that you want me, I'll do what it takes. Keep me in mind when you cry. The hurt that you feel is from mine. Keep tending, but what does that ever achieve? Take a load off and feel yourself safe here with me. Fight with it all that you can. Never the same, but it's all that I am. Hard just to be what you want. Use on the best that you got. it all over again. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Let's do it all over again. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Let's do it all over again.
That is Small Talk. That is Kevin Horan from the upcoming. Oh, I didn't
Oh
know-
yeah, there's an airplane.
Oh, there's an airplane.
Forgot to send you a radio edit, right?
Oh, that's okay.
This I will say this album, like I said, it started as like kind of just like a generic sort of EP to put some songs out there, and it just kind of exploded into this creative idea of telling a story. So the first song all the way to the end, it's 40 minutes, if you got it, once it comes out, it goes straight through and it tells a story. So there's a reason for that airplane in there, but
Oh, okay.
out of context, you just think, why is there an
No, that's cool. And what's her name again?
Deanna Fielding. She's out of the Coop Studios in Irvington, New York. I can tell you when she sent me that track back, I like bawled my eyes out.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how beautiful
Yeah.
it sounded.
Oh, she did a great job. Yeah. No, that is a great song. Absolutely.
Thank you.
By the way, somebody named Phil Smith is in the chat room.
That's my bass player from my former band, the Stone Road Band. That's
Oh,
Phil.
very cool.
Yeah, hey, buddy.
Very cool. So Kevin, where should we should remind people too. Well, first of all, where should people go online to keep up with everything that you're doing?
Well, I'm always on Instagram and Facebook, of course. My Instagram is Kevin_Horan_music.
And Horan is, we should tell people too, Horan.
Yes. Yep. Horan. I'm KevinHoranmusic.com. You can always check out. Of course, Spotify. I'm on Spotify. I got a few tunes up there right now.
Yeah.
And then I have are you familiar with Linktree?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Linktree, that's got it links you to, essentially, it's the easiest way to find me. It's got all my stuff. It's got everything up there.
Yeah. You give lessons too, right?
I do. I run my own studio down in Merrimack.
Oh, yeah. We should mention that.
Yeah, we call it Rock Band Camp. I work with some really amazing students. I don't know if she's listening, but my friend Sophia, I meant to say, she listens. I was told by her mom the other day that she listens to my version of Cecilia every day on the way to school.
Oh, no kidding.
Is really cool. And and all my students are really cool. They're always excited when they hear I'm going to be on the radio, or they listen to the Stone Road Band. They listen to all that stuff. So
Yeah.
So I teach private music instruction and guitar. I teach drums. I do a little bit of performance training, and then we do the rock band program, which is where the kids group up and actually create their own bands.
Okay.
We are gearing up, actually. I can't believe it's almost summer, but we're gearing up for our 3rd annual summer concert.
Yeah.
In Merrimack in August.
Okay.
So the summer program starts the week after 4th of July.
Okay.
So if you got kids out there that are looking to join a band and play in our summer concert, they still have time to register. That is at rockbandnh.com. You
Okay.
can go there and get all that information. I'm sorry, rockbandcampnh.com.
Okay.
But yeah, we just did a winter show for the first time at Chaskeen back in February, which was a huge success.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. So I got a fun job, man.
Yeah.
I'm running around playing music and working with really amazing kids from like 8 to, I have some adult students as well. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's amazing. Fantastic. And let's remind people too about the big show coming up.
Big show, B&H Stage, Saturday, June 28th in Concord, New Hampshire, celebrating the release of my first solo record, Drift. As it turns out, it's actually, if you're familiar with Market Days up in Concord, big music festival in Concord, just so happens it's the last night of Market Days. So we'll be, sort of closing down Market Days at B&H Stage.
Yeah.
That night with my friends Cosmic Blossom.
Yeah, we love Cosmic Blossom. Absolutely. So I think and we got to close out with a song. And I was thinking, this isn't one of the ones you sent. We played those, but what if I spin anything to close out
Absolutely.
the show?
This is the first single. Yes.
Yeah. That's we'll go with that. And we'll close out with this. This is Anything from Kevin Horan.
sit. I'll sit through the memories while I make sense of everything. Is everything what it seems? It's all a little wild. Poke round the corner while I hide. Gotta get another view in if I try. Sticks and stones in front of me. I become my own worst enemy, but my enemy lets me see. I know we're gonna get high on the feeling. I know I could stay up all night with you. I know we've gotta get by for a reason. With everything I conjure up about giving back to you. Anything you need, I've got that too. Take another hit. There's enough reason here for me to quit. Throw my hands up, walk away and trip. Backwards through the life I fear, when everything that I want is here and everything's what it seems.